Hey, this is the Daily Overpass. My name is Eric and I make apps. Today, let's ask the question, would you trade places with a young person? Alright, so today I want to follow on from a video I did earlier this week where I gave advice to somebody who wanted to get into coding at the age of 32, and I said, dude, 32 is not old, 32 is young. I would gladly trade places with you at my age of 46, and we could just trade places. We could change lives because I would love to be 32, right? It's not the first time I've said that. I've said that before to people who've been like, 18, 19, when you get in a conversation with somebody who's really young, just starting out, and they talk about not having any job prospects, not being able to do anything, they don't know what their future is, uncertain, it's easy for you because you have an income, it's easy for you because you had this, it's easy for you. And I always say the same thing. Dude, if I could be 19 again and we could change lives, you could take everything that I have now and I would gladly take your position. Because, and I thought about it, and I thought, well, is that true? Would I actually trade places with somebody just for the youth? And you know what? I would trade places. And the reason is because I know that it's possible. I have confidence now, but when I was 19, when I was 18, 19 years old, 20 years old, even throughout my 20s, I didn't have the confidence. I didn't know it was possible. I knew things were possible, but I didn't know it was capable of me doing it. And it's the trials and errors and the mistakes you make, and most of the time it's the uncertainty of never knowing whether something would work. Even with the apps, the hardest bit is just not knowing whether it's going to work. If you knew for certain it was going to work, if you knew with 100% certainty, then it would be an easy decision, but you don't. But it's when you get older, you get through all that stuff, you realize that there's going to be problems, get through them. It's the confidence that you get as you go. I wish I could trick myself into having confidence before I reach those stages. I wish I could trick myself into having confidence before I made all the mistakes, before I learned as I go, but I don't. Every so often I think, okay, this is gonna work, this is gonna work, this is gonna work, but I'm never quite sure. There's always that doubt, and in a way that's kind of what makes it fun. Whenever a client calls me up and says, I want you to tell me if this app idea is any good, I want you to tell me if it'll make any money, I always say the same thing. I have no idea if it will make money, right? I have no idea if it's going to work. It may or may not work, but it's the risk. Everything is a risk, but when you're young, it's that uncertainty, and I remember what that was like. I just remember that, but that's the one thing that comes from years. And I can remember being a teenager. I can remember being in my 20s and people saying, don't worry, Eric, everything will work out, they always do. And I think, yeah, that's easy for you to say, you've already been through it all. But you know what? Everything does work out in the end. So anyway, I just been thinking about that today. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. That's it for today. It's actually a nice night out here tonight. That's it for today. I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow.